Here I continue Virus X, Chapter 2, Ping Boieng's Virus Experiments, Part 2. Singh had magnificent martial arts expert for a woman. She had learned the ways of the samurai and ninjas. She always carried her katana sword with her, which was part of her equipment. She had combat knives in her ankles, and she had the holster for her Desert Eagle pistol on her waist. An MP M4 assault rifle was attached to her back next to the sword. Her hair, dyed blue, was neatly tied in two ponytails, and she always had completely black lipstick on her lips. She hid her lightweight, bulletproof vest inside her long black leather jacket. The bullet vest cused slightly over her breasts, but about the small ones. She was 167 centimeters tall, but often she wore high heels to appear taller. The woman's armament was relatively heavy, but she had muscles like many men. However, it did not make her larger in size. She wasn't too skinny, and there was a bit of meat around her ass. Many men would have wished such an ass belonged to the woman sitting on their lap. She looked so sexy that she would easily be acceptable to non-Chinese men. Also, certain Yuha would like her. Shinx took good care of her appearance, health and fighting fitness. She had gone into the army when she was 17. She had neither husband nor children due to the dangerous nature of her work. She had a numerous boyfriends, but now she prioritized her work. She doesn't need a man. She could satisfy her old desires in other ways. After all, good sex wasn't everything. More than sex, she enjoyed her martial arts sessions. There was sweat in them as well. Jigs was accompanied by a group of four, which included two other women, May and Sherry, and two men, Jackie and Chet. Their equipment included M4 assault rifles, pistols, and knives. They would call for reinforcements if necessary, but they had handled many operations on their own. Just the five of them. They had been working together for 6 years already. They all loved their job, and Shin Sakanagi was the most excellent post. May and Seri, are you ready for action? Jinx asked. Hell yes, Seri replied. We are always ready. I was born for action, May answered, laughing. A little humor in the mix, why not? Jinx added with a smile. I'm going to destroy these miniguns with C4 in no time, yet Shade. What's actually waiting for us down there, Jinx? Jackie asked. Well, probably dead, but that's always been waiting for us. This could be our most dangerous operation together so far. Some of us might even die, little Jackie. Jinx replied, kissing him on the cheek. She had the habit of kissing Jackie even though they had no relationship. You can't die, Jinx. You couldn't stand to see your I couldn't stand to see your lifeless body, Jackie said. I will die someday, just like all the rest of you. I'm not a vampire, Jinx added. You are a vampire, Jinx. You still look 20, even though you approach in middle age, she yet stated. Boys, leave her alone already, Seri said. Right, it's time to stop Zheng Kang, whatever he's doing to the people he's kidnapped from being Boieng down there, bioweapon experiments or whatever. We have to stop it. We are going. The time is at hand, King said. Jet detonated the C4 plastic explosive, destroying the miniguns and the main door. They went inside and darkened the cameras. Someone is attacking. They destroyed the miniguns. And we lost video connection to the first floor over. The control room man reported to Zhengli via radio. Don't worry, they won't let me if you're doing your job well. Stop them quickly. The strike team is probably small, 4 or 5 people. Over. Shirley replied. Who would attack with just a small group? Over. The man asked. A remarkably skilled mercenary group. I have heard that TX might be on our trail. Be careful, over. Yes, sir. We can shoot well, over. The intruders arrived at the P1 floor and started fierce firefight with the guards. 5 guards were a tough resistance due to their heavy firepower. That's how many of them were on P1 floor. The group of 3 advanced together closer to the intruders, while the remaining 2 stayed in the background. One of the guards had a sniper rifle instead of a shotgun. Jet and Saki fired their M4 assault rifles as the women tried to flank the guards. Seri, stay here for the fire support. I'm going in the ventilation duct. And you, May, are coming with me, Jinx explained and climbed into a ventilation duct, which might lead the guards if they were lucky. Behind the guards if they were lucky. Shaggy suddenly ran to them. What now, Shaggy? May asked. Yet is dead. Someone shot him in the head with a sniper rifle. I couldn't do anything, sorry, Jinx. We killed two guards. What's the plan? Shaggy said. It's not your world, Shaggy. We didn't expect such strong resistance. We can't wait for them to send reinforcements. We need to find out the number of the guards. Sherry and Shaggy, you stay to draw the guards' attention to yourselves. I'm going into this ventilation duct with May. Quickly, before we are noticed. Direct firefight didn't work here. Jinx explained and left. Surrender! We have already killed one of you. I killed. If you want to leave, I will let you pick up your friend's body and leave, shouted the guard who killed Jet. Shaggy's response was burst of fire towards the guard, but the bullets hit the bulletproof vest. I didn't die, good try. So you came here to fight. You get what you deserve. Sherry fired in turn but couldn't even hit the guard. Guard, what's the situation in B1 over? Zengli's voice asked. We only have 2 or 3 enemies against us. We killed one and 2 of us died. They won't get past of us easily. We will handle this over. I believe so. But I will send 3 men to help you in 5 minutes. Jinx silently descended from the ventilation duct behind the guards 3 minutes later with her katana in her hands. She slit the throat of the rearmost guard while May approached the other guard with the knife. The last guard noticed the kill and shot at May, who used the dead guard as a shield. As the guard was about to shoot the woman, the blade of Ying's katana was already protruding from the guard's breast, breast, breast chest. She had pierced the bulletproof vest with her sword, which might seem very difficult at first. Whoa, how did you do that? May asked. Magic. The elevator arrived and the door opened. Jinx rushed in, swinging her sword at the 3 guards who didn't have time to shoot the woman because of her speed. The elevator was so big that she had room to cut off one's head and another's leg. The third guard was fencing with his assault rifle as if it were sword. Jinx's weird sword dance was too much for a man who died.